Disappearances across the world are more common than we may realize. Within the last decade alone, over 500,000 people have disappeared within the United States. In most cases, these people are found within a few hours, but sometimes they are not found for days, weeks, even months at a time. Today, we will dive into 10 of these cases within the past year in which an investigation is still ongoing and the missing person may be still alive. Number 10, Serio Kuo. 21-year-old Serio was a college student studying computer science in North Carolina. On March 27th, he was last seen entering Raven Rock State Park at 7 p.m., but more than an hour away from the university. About 14 hours later, his mom contacted his roommate after he did not respond to any of her texts or calls. He had confirmed that had in fact not been at his dorm last night. His mom immediately contacted the police to file a missing persons report, and a search party was set up to find the college student. After a week, no trace of Surya was ever found after every square meter of the park was searched. It was almost like he vanished out of thin air. To this day, no trace of him or any of his belongings were ever found. Number 9. Kyler Shaw.
Many people treat hiking as a perfectly safe and healthy way to be up close in nature, but sometimes people get lost, either by going off trail or not packing the proper equipment. It's easy for an inconvenience to turn into a crisis if you don't know what you're doing. Today we'll dive into what initially was supposed to be a simple afternoon hike that turned into a gruesome nightmare for two college students. On March 25th, 2021, 22-year-old John Parker and 21-year-old Tracy Miles entered Roman Nose State Park in Oklahoma at 10:34 p.m. Both were college students attending Oklahoma State University in the nearby town of Stillwater. Before leaving, both of them informed their roommates they were going. They were planning to spend 3 nights there before returning to the university on the morning of the 28th. When they arrived there, only 2 other people and 1 park ranger were staying overnight. Both of them set up their tents in a wooded area on the northwest side of Watauga Lake after arriving. At approximately midnight, the 1 park ranger was patrolling the perimeter when he noticed that both of the tents that the college students had set up just an hour prior were gone. The 2 other people staying there overnight claimed they never heard or noticed anything wrong at the time of the disappearance. Unfortunately, a few days later on March 27th at 4:34 p.m., both of their bodies were found floating on the surface of Lake Watauga. Their bodies were heavily disfigured with a slight purple coloration. The rest of the details are too gruesome to be said on YouTube. A thorough search was initiated to find the perpetrator. After an additional month of searching, however, no other evidence relating to the murder of these 2 college students were ever found. Roman Nose Park will remain closed, but there are plans for the park to reopen on July 26 of this year.